Hi guys, welcome back to my crazy little life. It's Janet. If you are new here, thanks for stopping in. If you are returning, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate all you guys that come back and watch. I really am having a good time doing this, so I'll keep doing it for a little bit longer. As long as you guys are enjoying what I'm doing, I will enjoy putting it out. This weekend was a little crazy. I got a lot done for any of you who followed either my shorts or the couple of videos I put up. I got my whole garden planted. I got my beach porch put back together. I built a shelf. A shelf that you can actually put things on. Not a shelf. I'm sorry. I keep saying shelf when I mean counter. A butcher block counter. Like, I was pretty proud of myself. I'm not a tradesman, but me and YouTube, we did this. So I have a new counter in my kitchen, place where I can put my stools underneath it, and I have a place to sit. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with all the things I managed to pull off this weekend. I did not get my stone spread. That's a bigger project because in order to do it right, I've got to dig up dirt and stuff, and that's a much bigger project than I wanted to take under this weekend. I'd rather get a lot of the little things done than the one major big thing. So I'll get the major big thing done eventually. I decided, since I've had a lot going on, I decided to come upstairs tonight and film while I was up here. We'll see. I'll watch the video back and decide if I like it or not. I had a lot of laundry to fold. Downstairs right now is absolute chaos. I have everything out for the baby's birthday party. I did all the grocery shopping tonight. So if it was perishable, it got put away. If it was not perishable, it's in the middle of my kitchen floor. I will put all the groceries away as I make the things. And I'm super, super low key. I'm only doing hamburgers and hot dogs, potato salad, macaroni salad. And for some that may seem, for me, that's extremely low key. But I still go over with decorations and whatnot. And now I just reminded myself I'm going to have to double check the propane on the grill, make sure that's full. But anyway, so I got a lot of stuff done today. Came upstairs, folded all the laundry, put it away, and I just didn't feel like going back downstairs. So we're doing this from upstairs here tonight. So we'll see. If I like the way the video looks, great. If I don't, we'll change it up. So, good sized Temu haul today. Now, in case you hear any groaning or anything, my dog is laying next to me here on the bed, and he's kind of mad because in his mind it's later than he would like it to be. And I am taking up his space with all this stuff on my bed. So anyway, let's get right into it. My daughter got one of these, and I didn't realize how much I needed to have this until I made salsa with her last year. I have every cutting, chopping, Pampered Chef toy trinket you could ever need. But this little thing right here with the little bucket that the stuff goes right into, this is the greatest thing ever. And even just for the macaroni salad that I'm making for the party this weekend, it has pickles, peppers, tomatoes. That might be it for the little, onions. Excuse me. Onions, pickles, peppers, tomatoes. So there's a lot of chopping that goes into it. My daughter made macaroni salad because she will be the technically second generation, but it was my sister-in-law of my older brother that taught me how to make it. And so even though my daughter is technically the second generation, she's kind of like the third because I'm a lot younger than my older siblings. So anyway, she said she made it. She made the macaroni salad the other day. And we don't even call it macaroni salad. We call it the macaroni salad because all of us know what it is. But she said she made the macaroni salad the other day, and this really saved time. So this was $10.78, and one of the price adjustments on it was a penny. So I paid $10.77. I haven't opened it yet. The box did come a little bit smashed, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be all right. I'll open it up and I'll find out if it's not. I return it. Returns are super, super easy with Temu. So that was probably the most necessary of the things that I got in here. This is probably the most frivolous order out of all the orders I've ordered so far. But again, lots of necessary stuff. Okay, this next one was $3.68. And I believe I got two different flowers. Now, I've put up some pictures of the flowers that I've put out in my garden. And these plastic flowers from Temu are really amazing for the prices. Yeah, so there's 4 of these. They're lavender. They consider it lavender. But they're plastic. I like that they're plastic. I like that they're fake because they look really nice out in my garden. And 4 bunches for less than $4. That's a super great price. So I'm super excited about those. I have one more set, and I swear, this is it. This is it. I'm done. I'm done buying flowers. This package costs $6.98, and there are 8 in here. And they're basically the same as that purple one. There's a yellow, a red, another purple. So there's 2 of each. So there's red, there's purple, yellow, and sort of a magenta kind of color. They're pretty. And with the Temu flowers that I've used already, they really spread nice, and they open up. Like once you floof them up and arrange them, they really do look nice out in the containers. I have one more. The 2 that I have, there's 2 that I have some Dollar Tree flowers in them as well. They need a little bit of fluff left into them, but I have one that is just empty, so I'll fill the empty one first. And then that's probably it. That'll be enough. They look really pretty coming down the street. I did notice coming home the other day, they really pop. And I have a little succulent. I had a little chandelier. It was a candle. I don't think it was Party Light. I think it predated Party Light. Back when I was in my early 20s, there was a company that we all did home parties for called Home Decor. And I'm 90% sure that chandelier thing came from that. It might be Party Light. I don't remember. But anyway, I ended up taking the glass had all since broken, and I put little painted ceramic pots in them, and I put the succulents in them. It looks super pretty. So that's a nice stick. Like when you come down the road, it's nice to see. So I'm happy with their flowers. So if you are looking for inexpensive plastic flowers, Temu, it's the way to go. All right, this next one, when I saw this was one of those ones where, if you get $50, you save 15 or whatever. So I needed something that wasn't going to be a lot. Basically, this was something just to take me over that top, because spending the extra $2 was more cost effective than not spending it. So when I spent the $2, I saved 15, as opposed to if I hadn't have spent the $2. So really, I'm 13 to the good no matter how you look at it. So this was $2.98, and then I got a credit, but they don't always break out the credits like they do when you're checking. They break out the credits every day. But when you go back and you look, it just says, like, it'll say all the things you got on a credit that particular day. And I go in every day, check your orders for 30 days, every single day. Check your orders, because if something lowers, they send you a credit. Now, literally, you just tap request price adjustment and put it to your Temu credit balance. And I think with my last order, I had almost $6 in credit. So it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. But anyway, so these things here, $2.98 for this silicone mold. And I did get 1 credit. I'm not sure how much. So they're these little shapes. And I am going to have to make them and have them with a book at my craft fair to show people what they are. So this is probably the better way to show it. It will show like this when you're reading a book. if you're holding the pages, so basically you put your thumb on this little part in the middle here, and these two wings sit and hold the book open. So you can hold the book like this, and it holds your book open. So I'm like, well, you know what? That's really kind of cool. And these days, craft fairs are so, everybody has a Cricut. 5 years ago, a handful of people worked with resin, and half of the people that did thought it was the devil itself. So now everybody works with resin. Sublimation printers are becoming far more popular. So you really got to look for stuff that's going to set you apart from the crowd. I've never seen anyone selling these. So I'll make a few up. I'll talk to my friends who read. I do enjoy reading, but it's been a long time since I held an actual book. But I have a lot of friends. I have one friend in particular who has book club. They really enjoy it. So I might even make up a few, send them down to them, tell them, let me know how you like them. And we'll see. Because it's tough for me to judge because I'm not much of a reader. All right, I got these next things. They were $1.52, and there's 50 of them. These are for like if I make necklaces and I have them at my craft fairs. It's just a display. The biggest thing, whenever you're selling something, no matter what it is, whether it's at a craft fair, whether it's online, on Etsy, whatever, professional packaging makes all the difference in the world. So these are just little, they're just a little piece of cardboard. You fold them up and your necklace would hang here. So if you make a necklace, you would hold, and then it's got the little parts that come out up here. So it can hang. I have pegboard that I have with me. I have two separate folding pegboards that I bring with me when I do craft fairs. So if I make necklaces, I do tend to make a lot of earrings, but for $1.52, I got these. Sometimes I make just necklaces, but generally if I make a necklace, I make a necklace earring set, and I have cards that match those as well. But for $1.52, how can you not? These little bad boys, you can't have, I know I have two of them in here. These I believe were 98 cents. They were 98 cents a piece, and I did have a credit on them. I don't remember. I think they probably ended up being 96 cents each. It's just a little tiny broom and a little tiny dustpan. You should have these everywhere. In the camper. My cats have their own room. So if you just got to sweep up something, in the bathroom, in the baby's room, you could have one of these rather than having a big broom. If you just have to sweep something up, you drop something, whatever. These are just wonderful to have. They're just a cheap, super cheap little broom and dustpan. 98 cents. Can't go wrong. I bought two of them because I wanted one down in my laundry room. All right, this next thing. It was $1.38, and I got two different credits on it. I'm not sure. So it probably brought it down to somewhere around 99 cents. But as you know, if you've ordered from Temu or you've watched other haulers or any of this, you know that the price that I pay for something might not be the price you pay for something, and it's probably not going to be the price it is tomorrow. So this is, it's just got two little springs. They're not teeth, they're just little springs, but they're fixed on this hard piece, and you run this along like your couch or whatever to pick up all the dog hair, cat hair. I have several animals in my house, and even though, I said that and he just picked his head up and looked at me all indignant but even though I have the covers on my couches and my chairs, you can't, when I take those off to wash them, they still all get on the furniture. And I'm not one of those people. I don't own a house that my animals can't be on the furniture. If they can't be on the furniture, then, I'm just not that person. They live in the house too. They get to be on the furniture. Now this next thing, they're little mascara brushes, eyelash brushes. When I used to get my nails done, nails. Wow. You get your nails done like this. When I used to get my eyelashes done, I still get my nails done. When I used to get my eyelashes done, let me see if you can, it's just a little like a mascara brush. But this is what my my lash tech would give me. And my daughter and I were having a conversation. I don't remember why, but I said, oh, this will be perfect. And I bought them. I have no idea, and I'm hoping she'll remember why. But yeah, I bet you there's, I don't know if there's 25 or 50 of them in here, but they were 97 cents. There was a reason we bought them. I don't remember what it is. I'm hoping she will. And if not, I could use them in my crafts. I'm sure of it. All right, this next thing, these. So I was realizing as I was doing all these projects around my house this weekend, getting things cleaned up, getting things put away, functional, testing things. These, oh no, I guess that's not supposed to go like that. I realized how many times you need a hook. You need a hook for things. You just need a hook for things. And now that I own my own house again and I'm not renting, I don't have to worry about, ooh, am I going to be able to pull it off and get my security deposit back? You know what? If I pull it off here and the paint comes off the wall, life goes on. I repaint. It's not the end of the world. But this, for $3.69, you get 50 pieces. They're just little hooks. So they can, you know, this thing swings. This whole back peels off. I thought, and I guess I just wasn't paying attention, but I thought just this part would come off, so you would just hang this, but this whole back piece comes off. So you wouldn't see it. It's extremely clear. When you put that up on the wall, you're not going to see it. So things like, you know, my mailbox key hanging out on my front porch. I have an enclosed porch. It's really just, it's a 3-season room. But, you know, I just keep a mailbox key out there so I can check my mail and something like that. But hanging things, these are going to come in very handy. It's quite possible that I bought this whole bag to hang my mailbox key up. And I hung up, there was a couple of other things that I wanted to hang in the front windows on the porch. I have 2 signs. I had showed you the Dollar Tree signs I was going to hang on either side of my door. And I have these magnetic Christmas tree wreath holders that I use to put those up. Probably because I forgot that I ordered these. And so they're hanging up with those. So either way, I can use these to hang all that stuff up, or I can use whatever's there. So either way, they will get used. This next thing, $1.67 I paid for it. First credit was 21 cents, so I paid $1.46. It's essentially just a pumice stone for your grill. And I like the idea of this for cleaning the grill, because if you've watched any of those medical shows, I think all of us have watched those medical shows where they show, you know, someone, you're in the ER because you have a cough and you don't know why, you just have a cough. Turns out the throat's full of metal because they use that metal brush to clean the grill after Memorial Day or whatever grilling holiday. So, you know, that's been drilled into me. So I try not to use any of those metal brushes or the metal scrubbers on my grill because I'm paranoid. So, pumice stone, $1.46, worth every penny. I'm about to disturb my dog here, so he's going to get mad. I'm actually going to take the last few items out of this bag because I do have other things that I left on the bed here. Just making sure my basket's empty there. So this here, 100 pieces zip ties. They are, I don't know. It says 2.5 inch, but it's not 2.5 inch. These things are, there's 100 pieces, size 2.5 by 200, whatever that is. They're skinny though. They're really skinny. They're going to be good for little things. They're not going to be good for, you know, they're going to be good for holding the lattice onto your house when it cuts off. I have lattice around the whole bottom of my house, and I can't figure out how they yeah, I understand how you get most of it up, but that last piece, how do you get that last piece to stay up? You can't screw it from the back. It's underneath the house. You can't get to it. So anyway, so I haven't figured out how to do that. So you know what? Little skinny zip ties. And $1.07 for 100 of them. Anyone who, if you've ever used zip ties to fix anything, zip ties, duct tape, and WD-40. Pretty much anything you need to fix anything in life. So they're always, I always keep zip ties around. I keep them in my car. I keep them in my kitchen drawer. Keep them in my workshop downstairs. I have them everywhere because zip ties are well worth having. So this next item is probably one of my, what I would call my more expensive items. I had one credit on it and it was $3.48. So I have no idea how much the credit worked because like I said, it shows it with multiple items. But these are the cutest dang things. Look at those. They're little leaf toothpicks. And I do what we call my laugh and craft. My friend and I get together and we make, little foods and we sit around and have sangria and we craft and we do things. And this past one, I did 2 flamingos. I did 2 bedazzled flamingos. And I gotta tell you, there's a lot of work for not what I was expecting them to look like. So these are super, super pretty. The detail in that, look at that. That is super pretty. Look at that, holding my face. So, and they're a good long toothpick. Like my hands, I mean, granted, I got baby hands, but that's a good, I bet you that's I don't know. It's a decent sized toothpick. Much bigger than like the ones you buy when you buy the fancy toothpicks at Dollar Tree or anything. These are pretty good size. So I bought those for Laugh and Craft. I think I might have thought about using them for the baby's birthday, but then realized, really, is it a good idea to use toothpicks at a baby's birthday party? So this next thing, okay, $1.03 I paid for these. It is 50 inspirational stickers. I told you how I was going to start journaling, and I had been thinking about it for a while, but then some of the stuff I bought on Temu had really made me be like, you know what, that's going to make it a lot more fun. And I think writing's therapeutic. I also think I'm a little bit lazy, and sometimes I don't want to put the work in, but with all these things, I think it's going to be kind of fun. So, hey, I'll just show you a few of these. Never alone. These are very, sorry, motorcycle going by. Very muted colors, but very pretty. Be positive. Home sweet home. Choose happiness. Be kind. Really pretty stickers. Very muted tones, but I thought they would be pretty. That really wasn't the best way to show them to you, but there's just too many of them to sit here and show you each one. So I thought they would be fun. I also, my next order coming in, I have a cute little flamingo basket, because then I will have my stickers, my really cute little journal, and my pens, and they'll all be in a basket. And then that will, if I'm organized, I'm much more likely to follow through with things than if I'm not organized. This next thing, $3.57. I don't want to take it out of the package because it's going to be one of those, as soon as you take it out of the package, it is going to attract every piece of hair, dirt, dust, whatever, because it's that silicone. It's a giant silicone, well, I shouldn't say giant, probably a 3-foot silicone ball, and I thought the baby would love this for her birthday party. So it's $3.57. It feels like a good thick silicone, and it also feels rubbery enough that I think it's going to have the elasticity and the bounce that the pictures show. Because a lot of times the pictures will show things and you look at it and you're like, oh, that's exactly how that's going to work. But I think this might actually work, so I'm pretty excited about it. I think she will, she's a little bit of a bruiser, so I think she will probably really enjoy this. And if it doesn't make it through the party, it doesn't make it through the party. All of her friends right now are little boys, and I personally raised 2 girls, and my foster baby's a little girl. God knew I'm only qualified to raise girls because little boys, the whole snips and snails and puppy dog tails, it's true. It's true. That's what they are. They're all, I can remember my friend's son. He had his little razor scooter and he was on the deck and he's like, watch me. And I'm like, I can't. I cannot what? Like, little boys are just, my girls can take a horse and jump over a jump, run around a barrel, run fast as across the field as fast as they can. And that doesn't even faze me. But some of the things these little boys do, I'm like, they're just crazy. They're crazy. I'm not strong enough. So all you boy moms out there, God bless. I was not strong enough for that. So anyway, with a party full of the 4 boys and her, if the ball doesn't make it through, it's not the end of the world. If it does make it through, good for me. She'll have a fun toy. She likes things like that. I have one other thing here, and I debated whether I was going to show this or not. This is actually a gift for one of the other birthdays this month. I can't figure out how to get it open, so I might have to just rip it open. This was $5.08, and when I saw it, I was like, wow, Temu just does have everything. Because I don't know if you've looked around. It's not just crafts and homey things. Temu's got some pretty crazy stuff. There's oh, this is hilarious. It's so tiny. First of all, not that this is what this is, but there's an entire adult section of Temu, in case you didn't know that. I was a little surprised when that came out because I'm like, well, that's not the kind of stuff I want coming in with my snarky signs and my crazy little fun crafty stuff. But anyway, this one here was $5.08. And again, I can't stress it enough. Get yourself a metric ruler and get out there and just draw a picture of whatever size that says, because I guarantee you, whatever size you think you're ordering, it's not that. So I have no idea. Well, I should say I do have an idea how to use it because I had it explained to me. But this is a gift for a friend. And I just think it's pretty. Like, honestly, I if I had a reason to keep it, I would. But look at that pretty blue. Like, that is pretty. So anyway, that's a gift for a friend. Not one of your typical Temu gifts, but I'm telling you, if there is anything you're thinking about shopping for, put it in the search bar in Temu. They probably have it. I was a little surprised by some of the things that are out there. Okay, that's the bulk of it. This next one, this is a dress. I hope this dress fits me like it. They actually had a plus size model modeling it, and she was busty. So I'm hoping that this will, in fact, look good on me. I have been very, very, very happy with Temu's clothing line so far. So this dress was $11.69. Not gonna lie, that's a little pricey for what I was gonna pay, but for a work dress, it's certainly worth it. So it's this pretty green, and it's got the, the sort of gathering right below the bust. And then it has a cute little ruffle on the bottom. So I think it's going to be cute. I haven't tried it on yet. I will try it on, I don't know. I'm not going into the office this week. So maybe next week I'll try it on. But I have been very, very happy. Try their clothes. It's worth it. It's probably no different than Shein. And also, too, a lot of the things, when you see them on, so you see them at Five Below, you see them at, on Shein, on Amazon, all of those, everybody gets their stuff from somewhere and it all comes from the same place. So anytime you're shopping for something, if you have the time to wait, look around, see if Temu has it. They probably do, and it's probably the exact same thing. The stuff for the baby's birthday, I had it all in my Amazon cart. Could I have gotten it the next day? Absolutely. But you know what? By waiting a couple days, I saved $20. And these days, $20 is a lot of money. Okay. This next pile of stuff, I got a lot. I had watched, there's one lady that I watch, and she just the other day did an entire video of just jewelry. I should not have watched it because I watched it after I placed this order. And we've talked about it in the past. I don't need any more jewelry. I have an entire, one of those, right across the room here, the jewelry box that is it's got to be at least 5 feet tall. It's probably a good 8 inches deep. And it's, I don't know, 2.5 feet wide. And it's full of just necklaces. Just necklaces, because I have a couple of earring frames that have my earrings in them. But see now this, just fell off the chain. Chain must be unhooked. Anyway, a lot of times with these cheap chains, I don't really care because I don't tend, if I don't like the chain, I switch it out. I have a ton, like I said, I have a ton of jewelry, so I don't even think about it. But this one here said it was a moonstone. And I laugh. If you look at most of the jewelry on Temu, it says for him, which I'm assuming is just something in the translation. It doesn't translate well, but all of it, like it'll be earrings, obviously very dainty earrings, and it'll say for him. This was a moonstone necklace, silvery, that's the color, was 78 cents. So it says moonstone. Now, it appears to be moonstone because my hand is behind it. Let me see if I can show you without my hand being behind it, because this thing is clear. It's just, you're just seeing the reflection of whatever's behind it. This is that magnifying glass you had in your high school science class. It is pretty. It's, I'm just hoping when I wear it, it'll look pretty, but it's in a pretty holder. It's not a moonstone. Certainly not a moonstone, because that is one of my favorite pieces of jewelry. But again, 78 cents. Do I have any room to complain? Not really. This next one was 71 cents. 71 is my favorite price to pay for Temu jewelry. It seems like a lot of things are that price. This one was a zodiac. This is a little bigger than I tend to like, but again, not terrible. It's pretty. It's very pretty. This has my birth sign and my zodiac sign and the little moon, and it's certainly not what it looked like, but it's pretty. It's extremely light. Like if you caught your sweater on the corner of this moon, you're breaking this chain for sure. But you could easily put this for the size that it is. And again, for some people, that's probably not a big size. But for me, I like my stuff a little bit smaller. It's nice. It's very, very lightweight. So for the size that it is, very lightweight. Do I think the chain will break? Most likely. The chain kind of reminds me of paper clips. I don't know if you can, let me see if you can see that. You can't really get a good feel for it. It looks like those double paper clips. Not impressed, but at the same time, not terribly sad either, because 71 cents. So these next three make up for any of the disappointments I've had with the jewelry tonight. Excuse me, my nose is running. The allergies to this, I don't know how the allergies are by you guys, but the allergies here are pretty bad. $116 I paid for these. I got 3 different colors. Get all 3 of them out. The red one wants to hide from me. So I'm only going to take one out of the package. I got a red, a purple, and a blue. They are beautiful. Once I find which section opens up here. Here we go. They're on kind of a sort of a threaded chain with a little bit of ribbon, which is, they're very pretty. Very, very pretty. Oh, it doesn't look like it's actually on the chain. They're pretty. Let me see if I can get this. They're a little bit big. They're dragonflies. And just because I can't get my hands to work together tonight. Okay, so like I said, it's this ribbon and sort of a string cord kind of. They're short. I'm going to definitely have to use the extender on them. But look at how pretty that is. That is super, super pretty. And then it's got the lace, not lace, the ribbon, the sheer ribbon and the cord. Does have the extender on it, so it'll be fine. So I got that in blue, purple, and red, and they were $1.16 each. Completely worth it. Super pretty. And like I said, these three things make up for those other two being less than stellar. I will absolutely wear these. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. There's a chance I'll go back and get these in the other colors. Now these last 6. 1, 2, 3. Oops, wait a minute. I got one more thing. And then these last 6. So let me do this one. So this one was 67 cents. And then there was an 11 cents credit on it. And then there was also one other credit that was listed in with something else. So these were, it's 67, 57, 56, probably 50 cents by the time all was said and done. Very dainty. Get them out of the package. The biggest thing with this stuff is getting it out of the package because the backings are never on them, so I have to be careful not to lose them. These are pretty. They're very dainty. It's like a yellow and a blue sort of color. And very, very pretty. There you go. Very pretty. Very lightweight. Very pretty. 10 out of 10 would recommend. They're very pretty. And every time I say, I'm not going to buy any more jewelry, guess what comes in my next load? All right. So these here, all of them were 87 cents, except one. And I'm slightly disappointed in the one just because it's supposed to be amethyst. And when I show it to you, you're going to think probably the same way I am. So 87 cents, and this one that was supposed to be amethyst was 97 cents. So, again, no room to complain because 97 cents, really. I'm just going to take the amethyst one out, and then I'll show you the others. They're just a bunch of little stone crosses. Oh, the chains on these are actually pretty nice. If I had to guess, these aren't stone at all. They're plastic. But this one is the one they're calling amethyst. It's very gray black. There's nothing amethyst about it. It's not even a good fake of amethyst. There's no purple in it all, but the chains are pretty. Again, 97 cents, 87 cents. Not really a whole lot of room to complain, but very pretty. I will certainly get some wear out of them. So I have this rose quartz colored. I guess that's what this one's considered. Yeah, this one is considered rose quartz. This one is considered crystal. That's more of just a regular quartz. Blue stone. And that's pretty much what it is. It's just blue. Blue. Got a little white variation in there. This one says adventurine. It's just kind of a pretty little green. And then this one's probably obsidian. Oh, India agate. I would consider that more. It's black. It's more of an obsidian kind of. But those were all 87 cents with the exception of the one that they considered amethyst, and that was 97 cents. Zero complaints. They're beautiful. The chains are actually really, really nice on all those. And I think that I will enjoy all of those. Now, the last few things that I have to show you, I told you I had some signs coming in. But before I get to my signs, my journaling book. So I could have chosen maybe a better, like if there was something besides the deer on it, but it says, keep on going, never give up. They could have put pretty much any other symbol besides the deer head, but Either way, it's a really nicely bound book. Has a little tab here for to put your pen in. And it's like it almost feels like a faux leather. It's really nice. It's got the, the lines in it. It's probably meant to be more of a, when they say journaling, they're talking more like financial journal. It just has the lines and all, but it's like the old fashioned where you would enter the page number and the line you wrote stuff on. It doesn't have those things down, but that's the feel it gives you. And this book was $5.57, but it's beautiful. It's very pretty. Super excited. Gonna start my stickers, start my journaling. Really happy with this. Nice solid quality. Excuse me. It has a little bookmark in it. So, the page you're writing on, you can just move the little ribbon so you're stuck with you can put your page in. On the top, it has a sun, like a box with a sun and a half line through it, like probably indicating cloudy, and then an umbrella, and then it has the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But like I said here, where it has the memo and the date, this is almost the kind of thing where you would more keep track of something than a journaling book, but that's okay. I love it. I think it's beautiful, and I'm going to enjoy my journal. So that was my favorite out of all of this, out of all my items here. Now, my signs. I got my garden all planted. I got my flamingo sign put up on my my one bed that I have. I had one. I was doing stock tank gardening for a couple of years now. It's really big this year. It's really catching on, and the prices have tripled. I shouldn't say tripled, doubled. The prices have doubled, solid double. For the price of a stock tank, it's crazy how they were. I think I paid $99 the year that I bought them, and they were $189. I had a discount. I ended up paying $149 this year, but that's crazy. In 2 years to double in price, that's insane. But anyway, I digress. So, of my stock tanks, originally before I bought them, I was like, you know what? I know plenty of horse people, and a lot of times when you have something, either you get rid of your horses, you board them, whatever, you end up with things. When I moved out of my house, I got rid of a lot of my barn stuff. So I put it out there just to see, if anybody had any stock tanks laying around. And one of my friends, she's like, yeah, I have one we don't use anymore because we switched over to the Rubbermaid ones. And so she's like, come get it. And so by the time in between the time she told me to come get it and the time that I got there, she's like, yeah, so I found out that my husband's been using it to burn, but you're still welcome to it. And I'm like, it's fine. I don't care what they look like. Like, I'm looking to not have to bend over to the ground because my back does not love that, so that I can, garden without having to be, it just be easier on my back. So it really, when you drove up to my house, there were all these nice new shiny stock tanks, and there was that one that was all burnt. So this year I painted it. I'm getting new windows, so I'm going to be painting my shutters. And so I painted it to match the shutters. It looks so nice. So in my mind, I was just going to attach my little flamingo sign that I already had, the first sign that I had bought from Temu. I was just going to attach that on. It was going to be no big deal. Never thinking, these are galvanized steel stock tanks. These are meant to be out in the weather. These are meant to hold water and ice and deal with animals, and they're meant to be strong. My brain wasn't ready for that. And I went out there with my little drill, and I thought I was just going to put my signs on, and that's not how it worked. But I finally drilled it in, and I got it in there. It's not in with the right screw, but that's okay. I can fix that later. It's up, and it looks nice. So now the rest of my garden's planted, and I am ready to put up the rest of my signs. So I have 4 wood beds, and of course, when I looked at signs, one was facing this way and one was facing this way. So then I was like, well, I have to get 2 of each because I have 4, because you can't just have one that goes a different way. So this was probably the first garden sign that caught my eye on Temu. $4.98. It says the Dirty Hoe garden Supply. You'll love our tulips. I just thought it was snarky and funny and cute, and it's the right colors, and I just love it. So I'm like, okay, that one goes this way. Not a problem. Oh, then my friend says to me, she sends me a picture, and she says, oh, this one is all you. You need to get this one. It says garden, and into the garden I go to lose my mind and find my soul. Now, I do not like this typeface at all. I just don't, and I might even vinyl over it. But I love the sign. Look at the how pretty the flamingo is with all the little florals. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty. Well, that's okay. These two both go this way. It'll be fine. Then I found this one. Gardening. Because murder is wrong. And I'm like, oh, well, but now I got to get another one that goes this way. So I find this one. Once upon a time, there was a girl who really loved flamingos. It was me, the end. Oh, well, that one goes this way. Well, now do I go flamingo, and then this one and this one, or do I do, do this one and then this one, breaking up the flamingos, and then, so I'll have to play with it and see how it looks. But anyway, I got so excited with which one goes where and whatnot, I stopped telling you prices. So the gardening one was $4.15, and I got 1 credit, so it was probably $4 by the time I was done. This one was $4.98. I don't have it written down that I had any credits on there. This one here was $4.48, and this one here was $3.98. So I'm super excited. I love these metal signs. I think they're going to look really nice. And so those are for my garden. But wait, there's more. So I saw this one, and it was $4.98, and I had to get it because it was just adorable. It's for my laundry room. And it says self-service, open 24 hours, laundry room, drop your pants here, 25 cents per load. I just thought it was the perfect snark. And it'll go nice in my little laundry room at the bottom of the stairs. So that one was $4.98. Now, the baby recently got tall enough to let the dog out the side gate. I think I told you guys that. So this weekend, one of my projects was I enclosed that gate, and now it has the latch and the hook eye closure. So the hook eye is tall enough up. The latch, she's not going to be able to get out that side anymore. I made sure of it. But I also need that gate to be able to be opened by the oil man. And so I have to put a sign there telling him that there's a top latch on it anyway. So if I'm going to put a sign that has a top latch, I might as well have a fun sign on it. So I got this one. It says, please keep the gate closed no matter what the dog says. And this was $4.98. How cute is that? That's adorable. So my dog, who is currently right next to me, he's pretty good. He's not a charge the gate kind of dog, but if you're coming between him and his baby, you're not going to make it. So I have a sign on the other side too that says that I just don't want people coming in the gate without me opening the gate for them. So those are all my little signs. I got all my, I think I'm good now. I think I'm good for a while. My gardening will be all set up. My porch is in good shape. I have to do my shell wall. I had put my to-do list on Facebook this weekend because I tend to be more accountable if I have someone to be accountable to. So since it was just me and the dog this weekend, my kids had all gone camping, I put the list on Facebook so that I kind of had to be held accountable to get stuff done on my list. And I laughed because it one of the things on my list was shell window, because I think I've talked about this before. On my porch, I have one side that needs a curtain, so to speak. So I'm going to kind of do a fishnet and have seashells in it and stuff and sea glass. And so on the paper, I had written, if time, shell window. But I have crappy handwriting, and so a couple of my friends were like, okay, so I just need to know, what does that one say? Does it say if time smell window? I'm like, no, I don't smell the window. It's shell window. It's a craft project. So that is probably going to be my next video will be getting that done. But I just had to laugh because there's some more stuff coming in for that. But other than that, things are good. This was my latest Temu haul, and I really need to stop. I got to stop watching other Temu videos because I'm like, oh, I need one of those and one of those, two of those, three of those, four of those, one of those. So for now, things are at a manageable place. The garden's planted, the porch is put back together, got my front stairs built, have to spread all those rocks. So I'll be busy with that for a little while. So there might not be any more shopping videos for a couple of weeks, but lots of project videos. So stick around, share with your friends, comment if you have any questions or you just want to say hi, and share with your friends. I'd love it if y'all would subscribe. I'm really enjoying this, and I'd really like to keep going with it. So y'all have a great night, and I hope you find lots of fun things on Temu, Dollar Tree, or just in your garden. Bye, guys. Have a good night.